Alright, Shalom Israel. This is the brother Shaquat Gabar from the Great Millstone, South Carolina camp, coming at you again with another lesson. And before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rekal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutation to the fellow laborers that's out there pushing the word day in and day out, doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in all truth and sincerity. So basically, man, I'm going to just get into a quick lesson going into you so-called white people, which are the biblical Edomites. The judgment that the Lord Yahweh, who the world calls God, and Yahweh Shah, who the world calls Christ, is coming with. The contrary to popular belief, man, the Lord is not dealing with all nations. He's only dealing with one nation, and that's the Israelites. And the true biblical Hebrew Israelites are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we are the true chosen people of the Most High, man. But what these devils did, and the word devil going into meaning deceiving, the Edomites, the so-called white people, deceived the whole world by pushing their image as being the Lord. But that image go back to Cesare Borgia. That's not the real image of the Lord, man. The true image of the Lord is a so-called black man that's stated in Revelation, the first chapter, man, with the white woolly hair, the white beard, the dark-skinned flesh that John revealed, in the book of Revelation. So that image that he portrays as the Lord today is a false image. And like I say, the history go back to Cesare Borgia. And what else these devils done spoke of when it comes to lies, man? Saying that they're the Lord chosen people, calling themselves the Israelites or the Israelis, the Jews, over there in the land of our land right now, man, over there in the land of Israel, man, where they're nothing but hypocrites, man, imposters. Because their bloodline go back to Edom. Or Khazar, or Amalek. That's the true nature of you so-called Jews, man. Your true nationality. Not the real children of Israel. And you're going to be judged for that, man. For all the lies, all these false doctrines that you don't push. The false narrative, like I say, of you being the Lord chosen people. So you're going to have to pay for that, man. All these unrighteous decrees that you don't push contrary to the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The murdering that you did to the Lord true chosen people, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, and taking our heritage, blaspheming the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the Bible. So you're going to have to pay for that, man. And your judgment is coming, man. The Lord haven't forgot about you Edomites, you so-called white people, man, for all the wickedness that you have done and still doing. But in y'all mind, y'all thinking that the Lord is going to forgive and forget. No, the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, required that which is past, man. So all the wickedness that you have done in your past life, in your past as being a nation, all the way up to now, man, the Lord is about to bring that judgment. And I'm going to go ahead and get into the scriptures to prove it. I'm going to start off in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, this is the Lord's power, concerning Edom, which are you so-called white people. That's your national, biblical nationality, man. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and the ambassador is sit among them, among the heathen. Arise, ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. And that's what the Lord is doing, man. The Lord is coming against you Edomites, you so-called white people, by the way of battle, by the way of his judgment, man. And they're going to be through different plagues, these race wars, famine, ultimately, martial law and World War III, by America being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. That's going to be the downfall of you Edomites' kingdom, man. Because America is the top chief place where you Edomites rule at, man. Although the elites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Kennedys, the Bush, all you luminary ones, which are the central bankers that control the majority of the world, the whole world, you know, the Lord is going to bring you down also, man. And he's going to save y'all for slavery, man. But not, you know, just to keep going on, man, to getting into the point, man, that the Lord is bringing judgment on you Edomites. And it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathens. Thou art greatly despised. And you seeing that, man. You seeing all these other nations like China, North Korea, you know, some of them Arab countries over there, you know, and you know, these other nations that they once was and lead with you, now they turning their back on America and on Europe, NATO, the beast, you know. Because now we're in the time that the Lord is bringing these other nations into to a military point when it comes to their strength to come against the America, man. And it's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to have America destroyed, man, by the hands of these other nations. Even amongst their own self, man. You Edomites amongst your own self, man, is going to fight against each other. You know, you're going to have NATO turn on America, America versus Russia, you know, Russia versus Israel. There's going to be an all-out World War III battle, man, that the Lord is going to bring down this kingdom of you Edomites, man. And we're in that time now. And everybody despising the Edomites, man, because now they're being revealed for the devils that they are, man. That they're not a righteous nation, but they ain't nothing but the wicked that the Bible speak of, you Edomites. And it says, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Because that's where you originally from, man. From the caves of the rocks, man, the cliffs, the mountains. That's why you call yourself Caucasians, you know. And the word Caucasian simply means cave dweller. We was dwelling in the caves during the time of the Dark Ages, man. You know, when we push you up there in the caves, man. Because during the time of the Dark Ages, we ruled the so-called Negroes during that time, man, for 1,000 years. But then you came out of the caves and came back into power, and that deceived you, man. Because one of the first things you done is deceive the whole nation, making them think that you're the Lord chosen people, by whitewashing the real images of the Lord chosen people, the people of the scriptures, the Israelites, and putting yourself up, portraying that you are the Lord's people. And that since then, man, you done deceived the whole world. And now the Lord is waking up his people and exposing you devils that you are the wicked. And it continue on. And it says, Thou shalt exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou shalt, though thou set thy nest among the stars, this will I bring thee down to the Lord. And that's their pride, man. These devils think they can't be brought down, man. They think they got the, you know, all because the Lord blessed them with the sword, with that military might, they think they can't be taken down, especially America. They got the satellites, you know, they space stations, the airplanes all throughout the, you know, in the air, in outer space, you know. That's what the Lord said that when he set his nest amongst the stars, you know, this when he's going to bring them down, man. And ever since Esau, America mainly, went out of outer space, claimed that they're the ones that discovered outer space, the first ones to go into space, then when this man kingdom was going down, man. Ever since the mid and late 60s, man. Then when you had, you know, this word being published, man, mainly by the way of Abba Bibbers, you know, that came later on, you know, priest Yahweh, high priest Ariah, King Masha, you know, the one West, during that time, man, of the Israelites that prophesied and brought out this truth, waking up Israel and exposing you devils. You know, even from that time, when our apostles and elders from Great Millstone, you know, that came up under those elders from One West and still pushing the truth from back then to this day, man. You know, and ever since then, man, this word is growing more and more, exposing you devils, because we at the end of y'all rulership, man, and the uprising of Israel, starting off with the elect. And it says, if these come to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the great grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some grapes? And that's how you Edomites are, man. You devils, man. You know, you're fluctuated with that greed, man. You done stole everything. You stole the Americas, here, the so-called Americas from the so-called North American Indians, the Mexicans, the Seminole Indians, even from the Latino tribes in Central America and South America. And you stole it by the way of slaughter, man. And you stole us, the Southern Kingdom, the Negroes, the West Indies, Jamaicans, and the Haitians from off the west coast of Africa, from different parts of Europe, put us on slave ships and brought us over here to serve captivity and slaughter us. You know, over millions and millions and millions of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans you slaughtered during the time of America, of you taking over America. Even up to this time, man, that you still slaughtering us, man. But the time going to come, man, the Lord is going to return the favor upon you, man. Because you touched the Lord's chosen people. And Yahweh Bashim Shah says, those that touches Israel touches the apple of his eye, man. So you're going to be punished for that, man. You Edomites and you heathens, man. But right now, I'm getting on Esau, man. Because he's the main heathen, the #1 enemy of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And he's proving that, man. Well, you got our people don't think that the so-called white man is the devil. He's not our enemy. Because they don't know the scriptures, man. And even if the ones of our people know that they're Israelites and still saying that the Esau is not the enemy, the so-called white man can make it, and you know, to be in part of the kingdom, to be part of our heritage, they're lost, man. And the Lord is not dealing with them. Because the scriptures clearly say that Esau is rejected and he's not going to be found repentance, man. And he's not going to make it, man. As I get that in Hebrews. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. And it reads, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected, for he had found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So no matter what you Israelite groups saying that Esau can make it, these so-called white people can make it, you know, that's contrary to the Bible, man. Because Hebrews 12 and verse 16 stated that Esau can't repent, man. You know, that the Lord set him up to sell his birthright, man, to Jacob. Because Esau came out first. Esau and Jacob was the brothers. And Esau represent the so-called white people today. And Jacob represent the Israelites, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But the Lord said that the elder shall serve the younger. So Esau came out first, and he's going to be servant under us, man. But right now, we under him. You know, because part of the prophecy Esau is that he was going to broke that yoke off his neck from under us, man. You know, and that happened during the time, like I said, after the Dark Ages, during the time of King David, King Solomon, when Israelite was in rulership, when we was in rulership. But now we're in the time that Esau is living lavishly, man, living up good, man. And at the same time got his foot upon our necks, man. Us, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But now the Lord is about to reverse it, man. Now it's time for your judgment, for you Edomites, man. Men, women, and children. So that's it on that. Just want to get that, proving that Esau can't make it, man. And the judgment is coming for him. This is back in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1. I'm going to start off at verse 6. And it reads, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? And how are these things of Esau being exposed, man? All his lies, man. All his secret, so-called secret counsels that he trying to hide and put in the dark, now being leaked out. By the way of, first of all, by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shah, through the ways of the prophets, and mainly by the way of the internet, man. Now you got these people out here exposing you devils, man, by all the wickedness that the elites are doing, man, that the American system is doing, pushing out the wickedness or, you know, a GMO food, cover up or different false flags that are taking place, man. Exposing you Edomites' agenda or what you trying to do, man, as destroying the earth population, mainly here in America, man. What you try to do against the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now the Lord has exposed you through His Spirit, man. Like I say, by the way of the mouth of the prophets, and even mainly by your own people, man. You know, letting your tongue fall upon your own self, man. You devils exposing your own self, man. Showing that this kingdom is done, man. Because Yahweh Shai said that if Satan casts out Satan, how can this kingdom stand? So when you got Edomites divided on one side and other Edomites on the other side, and they're going against each other, man, that's a clear sign letting you know that this kingdom is going down, man. And it reads on, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in him. Kind of going into all these nations, man, that once was down with America, man. Now what they doing, man? They rejecting the American dollar, ready to wage war against America. Because one part of the time, man, America had a stronghold upon all these nations. Now these nations are getting stronger, you know, financially, military-wise. Now they're at the point of ready to come against America. Because the Lord has raised them up, man. The Lord has said, let the weak say that I am strong, man. Now they got that military might, man, just as stronger as America, man. You know, ready to come against America. And that's what they're going to do through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. And it says, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 8, shall I not in that day, say the Lord, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau? And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mountain of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. And that's going to take place, you know, after your destruction by those thermonuclear missiles that's going to destroy America. When Yahweh shall return with the so-called UFOs, the chariots, you know, to bring war against these nations' military and bring all these heathen nation kingdoms down, starting off with you Edomites. And your elite's going to be saved for slavery. And the rest of you Edomites that don't get destroyed in the Lord's judgment, all y'all going to be saved for slavery, man. Right along with the rest of you heathens that's not of Israel. And what's going to happen after that, man? After that 1,000 years, because there's going to be 1,000 years of the Lord's people that's going to reign with him for 1,000 years. During that 1,000 years is going to be that captivity for you heathens. And for you Edomites, after that 1,000 years, you're going to be slaughtered, man. The whole nation of Esau is going to be cut off by slaughter, man. And you're not going to make it in the kingdom, man. You know, the heathens are going to be preserved, the rest of the heathens. But Esau, Edom, the so-called white race is going to be the only nation that's not going to last forever, man. But that's going to be cut off after that 1,000 years period of slavery under us in the kingdom of Israel, when Yahweh shall return and set up our kingdom, which is soon to come. And it says, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, thou shalt be cut off forever. So one of the main reasons why the Lord is going to bring that judgment, because you're the wicked, you Edomites. And what you done unto us, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, man. What you done unto the Lord, words, man, blaspheming, the images of the Lord. You know, all the deceivingness that you don't push, all the wickedness that you don't push, that's contrary to the law, statutes, commandments, the unrighteous decrees, man. All of the destroying of the earth and depopulation of the forests, you know, the animals, poisoning the air, the food, the water. So the Lord is coming back to bring judgment upon you Edomites, man. This is Psalms chapter 73, verse 3. And it reads, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their depth, but their strength is firm. Cause this how these Edomites, man, the majority of the people in the world, man, because they don't know the prophecy that the Lord got set up against these so-called white people that their kingdom is going to fall, and the Lord is about to take them out of rulership. But majority of our people, man, they think that the so-called white man can't be touched, man, that he's not going to go down, man, because they look at his military, the might and the subjection that he did over us, man, how he got so much authority over these other countries, not knowing that the Lord the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the one that set them up, man, to be in the power, so he can show his wrath and his purpose, man. To show the world that he's the true power and that we are his people, man. That he didn't forget or haven't forgotten about Israel, man. So now the Lord is showing these devils that he's the true power, and he's bringing all type of plagues upon them, all type of judgment against them. Because we're in the time of you devils going down. And it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. But now they're catching that hell, man. They're showing you Edomites, the Lord is showing you Edomites that you nothing but men, the basis of men. Out of all nations, you Edomites are the lowest nations, man. And the Lord did it, basically to make mockery of us, man. To say that he can, to show his power that he can take a low-level nation like you Edomites and put y'all over us, man. And because we the Lord chosen people, man. We the best nation on the earth, man. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. But the Lord hit that switcheroo, man. He put the ones that supposed to be on first, that's supposed to be on top, on the bottom, man. And that's us. We on the bottom right now. Out of all nations, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans on the bottom. And the most defiled, wicked nation, the lowest nation, all you Edomites, is on top, man. But the Lord is about to reverse it, man. Verse 6, Psalms chapter 73, verse 6. Therefore pride compassed them about as a chain, bondage covered them as a garment. And they proud, man. All this slaughtering, all this wickedness that they pushing, man. Homosexuality, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, bestiality, pedophilia, idol worship, witchcraft, blood sacrifices, organ transference, so organ transactions and what they doing, man. The Lord is about to bring judgment upon them, man. And all this violence that they doing, all this bloodshed, they proud of it, man. But they figure that the Lord is not going to bring that judgment upon them. And it says, therefore their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. So Esau done got all this power, man. All the military might, all the weaponry, all the money, the gold, the finance, the lands. But he's still not satisfied, man. He's not satisfied. He don't have got enough power over the nations that to the point he want to totally control all population, man. And that's what they're going to try to do with that RFID chip, that mark of the beast. He's trying to stamp everybody, mark everybody with that chip so he can keep a tab on their whereabouts, their financial situations. Trying to be like the Most High, man. Trying to gain all nations, man, under him, man. The scriptures say that he heaped unto himself all nations. But that's their mindset, man, with this technology they have. They figure that they got the power of this technology, that they can chip everybody and control everybody, man. But the Lord is going to disappoint them. Because the elect is not going to take the chip, man. The 144,000 to 1/3, man. But those that take the chip, or you Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, you Israelites, are going to be destroyed by the hands of Yahweh Shah and by those thermonuclear missiles that's going to destroy America. You heathens, man, you can take the chip, for the Lord is not dealing with you heathens. The Lord is going to destroy you heathens anyway. Verse 8, they corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully, and that's how you Edomites are, man. But now they seeing us risen up. The Lord has wakened his men up, the prophets, and we condemn them to their face, judging them to their face, telling them that the Lord is going to pay vengeance to them for all the wickedness that they had done, all the bloodshed they had done against us, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But they scoff at that, man. They mock that, man. And they talk proudly concerning oppression, man. They figure that, no type of judgment should come to them for what they are doing to us, man, and what they have done to us, man. They tell us forgive and forget, or that's in the past, you know. But you got to reap what your father sowed, man. You know, and the Lord's coming back to punish all you Edomites, man. And it reads on, they set their mouth against the heavens, their tongues walking through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are rained out to them. They're talking about their judgment. Yeah, Yahweh Shemel Shah about to bring upon you Edomites. Behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. So, Salaki, I'm going to go back to verse 11. I'll skip a verse. Psalms chapter 73, verse 11. And they say, how do Yahweh know? Is there knowledge in the Most High? Because the majority of these people, especially you Edomites, man, y'all don't believe in the true power of the Bible. First of all, y'all thinking the Lord is a so-called white man. Him, the Father and the Son. Y'all thinking his name is Jesus or God or whatever you like to call it. Y'all don't have the understanding that the Most High name is Yahweh and his Son name is Yahweh Shah and he dealing with Israel. Y'all push that false narrative of Christianity, thinking that the Lord is dealing with all nations. So y'all already thinking that, pleading to the Lord, that you knew that y'all mess up as a nation. But figure that if y'all can pray to the Lord, he's going to forgive you. But repentance was only given to Israel, man. Not all nations. And the Lord is going to judge you, Edomites, man. Ain't no repenting and think you're going to get scot-free all of all the wickedness that you have done. Here the Lord, you done did all type of wickedness, and when the Lord come back, and now he's about to come back and bring judgment, now all of a sudden you think you can repent and forget about all the wickedness of your doing, man. It's not going to work like that, but you got to pay for your judgment, man. Look at us, man. As the nation of Israel, the Lord chosen people. The only reason why we honor you, devils, because the Lord punished us for us going off against the law, statute, commandments, and following these false idols, man. And where these idols, these false gods, man. So now the Lord is about to bring that judgment on you Edomites, man. So the Lord has never forsook his people, man. And the Lord never always kept that remnant with the elect, man, which is going to return and call upon him and cry out to him about all the wickedness and abominable things that this earth is at, man, and what you devils are doing. And it says, verse 12, behold, these are the ungodly who prosper in the world. They increase in riches. Because you Edomites, all the wickedness that you have done, all the riches that you have got, you got it by the way of wickedness and bloodshed, man. But the Lord is the one that controls everything, man. Like I say, man, the Lord set you up in the power, and he's about to bring you down, man. But y'all devils don't think that, man. Y'all don't think the Most High exists, man. You got some of them say that the Most High don't exist. And if you do, they look like him. They look like them, or Salak. They look like the Most High look like a so-called white man. It's impossible for the Lord to look like a so-called Negro. Well, guess what? He is a so-called Negro, what you call us. Yahweh and Yahweh Shah are the ultimate Judites, man. Because that's the tribe of the Negroes today. The so-called Negroes go back to the tribe of Judah. We are the real Jews, man. The nation of Israel. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is Psalms chapter 75, verse 4. Now I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with this stiff neck. That's how these devils speak, man. What we're going to do in the year 2050, 2755. They don't see that their destruction is coming, man. Because the Lord has blinded them, man. And that pride is sitting in their mind thinking that they're going to keep going on and on, man. Not knowing that the Lord got that judgment coming for them, man. So they lifting up their horn, meaning their power, that power of them ruling on high, man. Thinking they're not going to be taken down. Verse 6, for promotion come neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. So now we're in a time that the Most High is bringing you Edomites down. You don't have to a time that you were set up in power. They are your wickedness. Now you're in the time that you're going down. And the next nation that's about to rule is the nation of Israel. Not you heathen nations, man. Not the Chinese, not the Russians, not the Arabs. Because once America go down, man, the Israelites, the real Israelites got next, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they came, Yahweh Shai, the anointed. And it says, for in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red, it is full of mixture, and he poureth out the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall rain them out, and drink them. Cause they're talking about that judgment that the Lord is going to have for you Edomites, man. The Lord is going to use his people, man. The nation of Israel. Just like how the Most High set you Edomites up and you heathen nations, you other heathen nations, to slaughter us, to bring us down. The Lord is going to return the favor by setting up his people, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans over y'all. And we're going to have our payback, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's why these devils get mad, man. That's why they want to flag and take down brothers' videos, because they being exposed, man. The truth coming out. And it hurts them, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. And it reads, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. God, that's going into you heathens, man. Mainly you Edomites. Because you didn't hate blood. You didn't hate the blood shed or what you done to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. So now the Lord is going to revenge you, man. Recompense us, man, by shedding your blood by our hand, man. When the Lord raised us up with that power, man. And I'm going to get two more scriptures. I'm going to end it. You know. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. And it reads, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So, that's talking about you Edomites, man. And the rest of you heathens, but mainly you Edomites. The Lord said that he that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. And that's what's going to take place in the near future for you so-called white people, man. You know, when America destroyed, and you rescue, like I said, the rest of you other nations, are going to be saved for captivity, man. Not just for the kingdom to be with us, but to be under us, man. To be our servants, man. And it's going to start off with you elites. Because you elites are not going to be destroyed by the missiles or by the hand of Yahweh Shai. He's going to leave you elites to be our first fruits of slavery, man. Our first servants, man. To be under us so you can build up our kingdom, man. Right along with the rest of you heathens, man. And it says, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience in the faith of the saints. So it's going to happen, man. All the bloodshed that you heathens did unto us, man. The Lord's going to return the favor by giving us his men, the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect, the power to bring you devils down, man, and put you into captivity, man, and slaughter y'all, man. There's no other way to say it, man. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed, or you Edomites, man, or you heathens, man, you know. And we don't care how you feel about it, man. This is what's in the scriptures, man. And you can't change it, man. The Lord already got it set, man, and we waiting on it, man. That's what the Lord says, the patience, the day with the faith and the patience of the saints, man, of the Israelites, man. So you an Israelite saying that you don't want to put these devils into captivity, man. You don't want to see them go down. You're in the wrong spirit, man. Because that's not the spirit that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is in, man. He in the spirit all about us being rulership, man, over our enemies, man. Because they are the enemies of the Most High. And that's how Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai set it up. So I'm going to get this last scripture. And I'm going to leave this for you Edomites, man. This is Lamentation chapter 4, verse 21.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. So you seeing that, man. You being exposed, man. All the lies, man, that you don't push, you so-called white people. You being exposed. Now the Lord is about to bring that judgment upon you, man. That's what the Lord is saying, rejoice, man. So at the time, man, all you Edomites, this is the last bit rulership of your kingdom, man. It's going down. So the Lord said, live it up, man. Because the next step is judgment and slavery, man, from the Most High. And it says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Khan, you seen that, man. The daughter of Zion. Who is Zion? Once again, another name for Israel. The Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord said our punishment is at an end, man. And how that you know that our punishment is at an end? Because Yahweh Shemal Shah is setting and raising the nation of Israel back up, man. We're not being in the elect, mainly the elect, you know, the ones that's in the know, you know. We're not calling ourselves blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans anymore. We know the true image and the true name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. We know the prophecies. We know the downfall of you Edomites. We know what's the kingdom of Israel that's about to be prepared, and you devils and the rest of you heathens going into slavery, man. And the Lord about to give us that everlasting power, man. The Lord has reawoken us, man, by the Spirit and through the teachers, man. Mainly the men of great millstone, starting with the apostles and the elders on down, man. So now you know our punishment is at an end. Because we're rising up and being broken from these lies that you Edomites don't push for centuries, man. That you so-called white people lied about, man. That's a sign right there, knowing that the Lord is about to come back. His people are awakening, man. And they're calling on the name, man, the true name, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. So the next step is for you devils to go down and Israel to be delivered and set back up on top, man. He will no more carry thee away into captivity, talking about the nation of Israel. Because once we set up, when Yahweh Shah set up the kingdom of Israel on the earth, once again, I'm going to say this too, because the land of Israel, where you fake Jews at, that's going to be destroyed. I always bring that out, man. You know, that's going to be destroyed because you done defile our lands, all you devils over there. And the Lord is going to destroy that land to rebuild that land with the righteous, the rightful owners, which are the Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, the real Israelites, back into that land. And you devils going to help build that land, right along with the rest of these heathens, man. We're not going to do no work, man. We done slave on this side. On the other side, when we get in our power, our glory with Yahweh Shah, you devils going to be doing the work, man. And you're going to rebuild our land. And it says, he will no more carry thee away in captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. That's what you're seeing, man. The Lord is visiting you Edomites, man. All you Edomites losing all your jobs. You even got Jake starting to get a better upper hand, you know, better lifestyle than you Edomites, man. But here, this is supposed to be your kingdom, man. You're seeing more homeless Edomites, bugged out Edomites, they, you know, overdosing on drugs, hooked on drugs. You know, they depopulating, can't, you know, make any, you know, children. Their seed has been becoming spoiled, man. You know, the Lord is visiting them. They all on catching all type of diseases. Because the Lord is bringing that judgment upon you Edomites. And he never forgot about you Edomites. How can he forget about a nation that he hates, man? But the Most High do hate. And he hates you so-called white people, man. You Edomites. But the rest of you heathens alone, too. Because he loved Jacob, man. Israel, at the moment, the elect. Because 2/3 of our people, they want to follow the ways of the heathens. So they're going to have to die and come back into the kingdom, being the offspring of the elect. You know, and like I say, the ones or you Edomites that die here in America during the judgment of the Lord, you're going to come back into the kingdom being our slaves by being the offsprings of the elites and the rest of the Edomites that make it, not be destroyed by those thermonuclear missiles, man. So judgment is coming for you Edomites, man. So live it up, man. So brothers, man, I hope there's been a motivation, because this being some good times, man. Seeing our enemies going down, man. Seeing Yahweh Shah setting up these prophecies, man. Only thing we have to do is endure, man. And the Lord's going to bless us, man, with that reward, with that crown, salvation, that spiritual power that we're looking forward to, man. You know, so brothers, you know, keep fighting and keep pushing, man.
Esau, live it up, because your time is done, man. And the Lord is on his way, man. So to the next time, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, the Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone that ruled well, that taught us the truth, laboring day in and day out. And salutation to the fellow laborers also that's in this ministry doing the work of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai in all truth and sincerity. The elect, the house of David. To the next time, Shalom.